Hey friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex and I'm so happy you're here. So in today's video, I'm gonna be creating this look using all drugstore makeup. So I love the drugstore. I think the drugstore has amazing makeup. Obviously it has some things that aren't great, but in general, I'm a big fan of kind of finding really good products for a fraction of what you would spend on a high-end makeup product. So yeah, this look features products that I absolutely adore and products that I'm still testing out. So yeah, so if you're excited to see kind of what I used and how I created this look, just keep on watching. All right, let's get right into it. I'm gonna start with this primer. It is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. Definitely a little expensive for drugstore, but honestly, a little goes a long way. Like that's how much I'm gonna use. And yeah, I mean, it's like 16 bucks, I wanna say, so definitely on the pricier end. But as I said, you only wanna apply this to the T-zone anyway, because it's like one of those pore filling primers. So definitely worth it. Awesome. Now my face, like my T-zone, feels a little more even, which I love. And my foundation, just in general, always sits really nicely on top of this primer. For foundation, I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. foundation. This is the Flawless Finish foundation. It's definitely more satin finish, which is a little drying on me, so I was sure to add quite a bit of moisturizer this morning, knowing that I was going to do this. So I added a little bit of extra moisture that I normally wouldn't. And I only like to do one pump of this one, and I just put it in the back of my hand quickly. And now I'm just going to take it and kind of evenly distribute it around my face before I go in and blend with my sponge. Okay, I'm gonna go in and blend it in now. I'm still testing this foundation. I love e.l.f. and I love trying out all their products. Also, it's like so affordable to test all their stuff. But this foundation, it's still tricky for me. I'm trying to make it work. Again, I definitely need a more hydrating primer to use this one, or hydrating just like moisturizing cream, because it can look a little cakey, and I've noticed that if I add too much, it definitely looks cakey. What I do love about this foundation is that it's a great foundation, like a match for me, for my skin tone. Right now it looks a little light, but it definitely oxidizes. But once it oxidizes, it looks really nice on my skin. The color, it's the shade Buff, which is light with peachy undertones, which is definitely me. I used a lot less today than I normally do. Just thinking that maybe it might lay on my skin better, and I feel like it's looking just as kind of meh and not a ton of coverage. But I'll keep testing it. You know, the drugstore has a lot of hits, but it has some misses, and it's okay if this is a miss. Now that that's blended in, I'm gonna take my concealer. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. A little bit of this goes a super long way. You only wanna do like a little dot in each eye, and that will literally cover everything and anything. I love this concealer. It is excellent. I'm in the shade Light Ivory. It looks a little light, but once I blend it in, it definitely matches me well. For powder, I'm gonna be going in with my e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. This is good, guys. Like, it's so friggin' good. This is in the Share Fairlight, and I'm like pretty obsessed with it. It's really like finely milled and just looks amazing in the under eye. So I'm only gonna be setting that today. I'm just tapping out whatever got in my creases here. But yeah, I've been setting it with the dry e.l.f. Sponge. So I just kind of swirl it around, get a bunch of my sponge, and then just set it in. And it legit looks amazing. It like really smooths it out. I'm really enjoying this. I feel like I've been reaching more for this than my Charlotte Tilbury one that I just got, and that says a lot. And this one I think was like $6. Okay, now that that's set in place, I think I'm going to, let me think. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up the rest of my complexion before I go in with my eyes. I'm really feeling, and I feel like this is very unlike me, like a matte brown look. Just like matte and brown, and really like kind of smoke it out, and we'll see how it looks. But first things first, I'm gonna do my the rest of my complexion. So I'm gonna be going in with this Milani matte bronzing powder in the shade Sunkissed. This is her Silky Matte Bronzer. I love it. This is definitely a more expensive drugstore item. I want to say it was like maybe 14 bucks. I don't know. I'll have the price link down below, but it feels high-end. It really does. The packaging is like super sturdy. The color payoff is awesome. And it's just like a great drugstore bronzer that I feel like, yeah, it's like, it definitely rivals high-end. I love it. The shade that I have, which is shade 2, is definitely a more cool tone bronze look, which I do like because it's kind of like bronzing and contouring all in one. I'm kind of going ham today. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like I want to be very bronzed. Okay, I am looking about as bronzed as I can get away with. I went a little crazy today. Oh well. Live a little. Just splurge on that bronzer, am I right? I can't believe I'm drinking Red Bull, but it's just one of those days, friends. I'm gonna go in with blush. I really love this Milani blush. It's kind of like I like to use my Milani blush and bronzer at the same time. This is a huge blush. Like if you only need one blush from the drugstore, this would be a great one. It is huge. There's a ton of product in here. The quality of the packaging is super sturdy and it's a beautiful, beautiful blush. I have it in the shade Tea Rose, but I'm tempted to get it in other shades because I really, really like it a lot. It just gives the most beautiful like flush to the cheeks. It's definitely this one, this Tea Rose is definitely like a very warm pink, which recently I've been really gravitating towards like the warmer pinkies versus the peachies that I normally like. For highlight, I am feeling like wearing some today, which is kind of rare for me, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. one. I feel like I'm growing to really like this. At first I didn't love it because I felt like the color payoff took forever to get, but it's actually kind of a good thing because you can really kind of build it up as much or as little as you want. And it really gives that kind of lit from within look that I personally love, since I'm not like a crazy highlight person. Like that just added a little bit of something without it being insane. And I'm only gonna add it to my cheekbones today. And then I'll use it probably to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. I lied. I'm gonna add a little bit to the bridge of my nose and to my cupid's bow. I'm trying to keep powder off of my forehead with this foundation because it definitely doesn't like that. Really trying to make this e.l.f. foundation work here, guys, okay? So my complexion is done. I don't think I want to add more bronzer as of right now, but maybe later, who knows. I am going to do my brows. Brows it is. I'm going to be using my NYX micro brow pencil in the shade Taupe. I am almost out of this. Trying to work my way through it and test out some other pencils that I have, and also just some other products. So yeah, I'm just kind of filling in the natural shape of my brow, just giving it a little bit more definition since I do have fairly sparse brows and light brows. I really do like this brow pencil. I do have another one on backup that I got a while ago when NYX was having a sale. And I really like it. I'll keep on buying it. I just want to try others, you know, just to see what else is out there. But I do love this one and it's super affordable. And I find that it lasts quite a long time. Like I feel like some brow pencils like are really emollient, so they kind of just all goes into your brow. This one I feel like I get quite a bit of use out of, so I like it a lot. Okay, for eyeshadow, as I said, I'm really feeling like a matte look today. So I did pick up this e.l.f. Bite Size palette in the shade Truffles. I was at Target the other day, and even though I'm not supposed to be looking at makeup because, you know, essential purchases only, I couldn't stop myself. And I do have the Cream and Sugar palette, which is very light goldy shades. The, what's the other one called? The Rose Water one, which is like the pinky mauvies, which I love. But I really was missing kind of like a darker brown like this matte shade here, in which I could kind of blow my eye out a little bit and make it like a really nice brown. And I really love this shimmer gunmetal shade. I tried it on the other day when I picked this up. So I'm really excited. These are $3 and they're awesome. They feel like decent quality, like the packaging itself, and the actual shades are really pretty and easy to blend and easy to work with. The shimmers are like not the best shimmers I've ever tried, but I do love the matte shades. But anyway, I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and I'm gonna take this brown shade here, which is matte, and just build it up into my crease. And actually, I'm gonna bring it onto my lid too. I really want to smoke this out. Just do like a nice brown matte eye. I haven't done that in a long time, and I feel like it looks really nice with my green eyes. It really makes them pop. I feel like these shades, I don't know, there's something about them that's like they scream like fall and winter to me, but definitely will get a lot of use then. I love that. Just a one shade kind of matte look. Sometimes you gotta go simple, you know? I love that. I haven't done something like this in so long, but it looks nice, I think. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is take some of this brown shadow that I used all over my lid and use it in my, kind of in my lower lash line to blow up the look a little bit. Blow it out, I mean. Oh yeah, that's just a super simple brown look. I'm gonna go in and highlight though my inner corner and my brow bone using that same highlighter I just used, and I'm just gonna take a smaller brush that I'm cleaning off quickly and doing that before I set my face. Wow, I haven't seen myself in such a matte eye in so long, and I'm actually loving it. I kind of want to pick up like some colorful shadows. Not like too colorful, but maybe some peaches, and do like a lot of like matte peachy looks. I don't know, I've been like, maybe since summer is approaching, I'm like thinking about that, but I don't know. Oop, I almost forgot my inner corner. Okay, let's assess the situation before I go in and set my face and then do my mascara and set my brows. I kind of like the way everything's looking. Everything, you know, I feel like I'm bronzed and blushed enough, so I'm gonna go in and set my face. I'm testing this Dewy setting mist. I'm hoping, I picked this up after I picked this up, so I'm hoping that the e.l.f. foundation that I'm really trying to make work, if I do it with a hydrating kind of good moisturizer under my skin and then I set it with this Dewy setting mist, that'll look really beautiful throughout the day. We'll see. I love the way that smells. It smells like very coconutty, so definitely don't pick it up if you don't like coconut, but I love, it almost reminds me of like suntan lotion, but the sprayer is very spritzy. Not the finest, most even mist, but if it works, I'm not mad about it. I'm going to go in and set my brows using my e.l.f. brow setting gel. It's just the see-through one for when I pencil my eyebrows in. Just like to know that they're gonna stay in place all day. I'm gonna put on mascara quickly. I'm using this Lash Sensational, which I'm actually really liking, and it's staying on my eyes. I have a struggle with mascara kind of like not transferring everywhere, and this one is actually not transferring, which I'm in for sure. But anyway, I'm gonna put it on and I'll be right back. Mascara is on. This mascara really gives me like the chunky lashes of my dreams. I love a good like eyelash, you know? There's something about it that I just love. I like see people with like eyelashes, like, you know, the, what are they called? Extensions, and I'm like, it looks so good, but I don't have the patience for it. But love me a good lash, and this is doing it for me. And if it stays on my eyes, then I might have found a winner. Okay, Last but not least is lips. Since my face is looking fairly matte, especially my eyes, I want to go for a glossy lip. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. So much champagne and glam going on around here, am I right? So yeah, let me put that on. This gloss is like vanilla-y and minty and just a little bit tingly, but only like, it's like the perfect amount of tingle. It's not too much. But yeah, I love it. So yeah, that is the finished look. What do you guys think? I feel like for a full face of drugstore, my makeup looks pretty dang good. I mean, these aren't like my favorite drugstore products. I just wanted to play around with a bunch of drugstore makeup that I owned. And yeah, some things I'm still not loving, like this e.l.f. foundation, but I will make it work. But other things, like this e.l.f. finishing powder and my two Milani, kind of the bronzer and blush combo that I use, I mean, these feel high end. Like, these are products that I feel like they could charge $25 for it and put another brand on it that's like a high-end brand and they would get away with it. Like, these are good quality products, and I guess, you know, in these times where maybe we're all watching our finances a little bit more, there's something to be said about how wonderful the drugstore is and how, like, you don't have to spend all this money on makeup to have a beautiful makeup collection and to feel beautiful. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, friend.